Zerp, how are you in chat before I've even started stream? I guess you've been excited for this, huh? Alright. Now we finish this. After this is Shantae and the Pirate's Curse. And potentially we'll do some Phoenix Wright as well. Level ups never come when you need them. Beat the shit out of the bad people? Hell yeah. I defeated before Scorpion and definitely didn't deserve it. Oh, you didn't know? It was called the Graveyard. Why are you surprised about this? Homeboy really doesn't know what's up sometimes.
Oh there. Okay, this is petty, but I do not like how I cannot shoot while going upstairs. That makes me distinctly. Oh, that. Okay.
taking a shit. Bruh. Ow. Ow. There's still more meta. Yeah, no, I'm not done with you. Dead yet. I guess he's dead. Don't come down there and make me become the princess of kicking your ass. Yeah, Chaos. I'm glad you could join us. How you doing, dude? What? Hi, yo, hello. Didn't your... No, fucking... I don't want the stairs right now. Alright, yeah, no, that's better. Debating if you should invest in the Yakuza games? I think you would enjoy them. Maybe I'll eventually stream them again too. They're, like, Yakuza 0 is a fun game to stream. Back when I streamed it. And if you streamed it, I would definitely watch. They're expensive though. I will say that they're pretty expensive. They're like, I don't know, it's I think you could enjoy them. They're a bit, I don't know. They're serious, like, the humor in them is interesting. But again, like, you can't go wrong with 1980s Japan, you know? Second stream, voice of cards first. Dude, whatever you stream, I'm totally down with it. You can get all 7 for under $40 now? Oh my god. I don't see the downside. That's a... I think I got Yakuza 0 for $30 by itself and it was on sale at the time. The problem... Well, okay. Backlog, yeah. That I feel too, because there's so many games I want to stream. But like time, energy, and stress are like the big limiters. Oh, and my crippling mod on it. Because like I was thinking like, I kind of want to stream the Phoenix Wright too. And for the same reason, like, but I've got like this backlog. And the voice acting is a lot to do as one person. Back when we had the Ragnarok system, it made more sense, but now it's tougher. Oh, hi. Fuck you. But they are fun, I will say that. What I was about to say was, I'm scared of getting into the same trap I got caught in Red Dead, which was the bestiary. Like, now that I'm not hunting animals, it's like hard for me to just find the motivation to play the game. But Yakuza doesn't really have that problem. weirdly enough. Like, there's just so much to do. But the backlog is a big one. Like, they're all longer games. Is it on sale that you can get them like $40 each now? Or is it like that's just how much they cost? I would say, ooh, I should like look into that, but I'm like 90% sure that I have Yakuza, Yakuza Kiwami, and Yakuza Kiwami 2. Oh, on PlayStation. Oh, yeah, then that has nothing to do with me. Yeah, we're all good then. Alright. These are medicinal herbs. I cannot include conscience. Is not smart. I get so confused when I assume I just keep going forward. It's very generous of you. I was actually talking to my mother about this. I have the best friends now than I probably have ever been aware of. Like, not even that I've had, like, just aware of. You guys are so kind to me. Like, more than nice. You guys are just... We can't really hear you over the music. Oh, son of a bitch. Is this better? How do I sound now? Is the music that loud? I mean, it could be that the music is loud, but it could also be that my microphone is fucked. To be fair, it's good music. me clearly now? Okay, good. Yeah, I was talking about this to my mom on my birthday. And right now, at this stage of my life, I have the best friends that I've ever been aware of. Like, not even that I've had personally. Like, I literally do not know of better friends between your chaotic craziness, chaos, and Sassy and Outsy. Like, and Zerp, your constant memes. Oh, fuck, no! I used the wrong health potion. Fuck! That probably won't matter, but I'm still kinda sad. Like, the whole mod team is just amazing to me. And Edgehead is super generous as well. Like, you guys are just insane in terms of in a good place now. Cool, I can bounce them. It's fine. No. Nah. Yo, Thunder Kitty. No, if anything, I feel so spoiled, and each one of you is precious to me. And especially you, Chaos. You can't get rid of me. There we go. That's what I like to hear. Alright, now to do this mind-numbingly annoying thing again. There's gotta be an easier way. Alright, this bathtub just exists. Alright, that's fine, whatever. Nope, there's no easier way. We just have to go through the annoying shit again. No, but there have been friends or people that I called. What am I trying to do? Get to the place! What? Why can't you move? What the fuck is... What? Oh, fuck off with that shit. Really? Oh, really? I just put you 1 inch too far over and you hit the fucking rock. Ah, you piece of shit. Bruh. Trying to figure out why Kanye doesn't want to change to an updated clothes. Kanye! I borderline feel badly for him. He's just going through mental deterioration in public. Get to the place that explains everything. You know, the place I'm supposed to go! Like, the place where I get inside the thing. Oh yeah. I'm the best explainer now. I'm still getting new items from here. I have no idea if I just came from here or not. I'm going to assume I haven't. Because this place looks vaguely sunnier. Oh yeah, that's helpful. That doesn't do anything for me now, does it? Where the fuck am I supposed to go? Oh, I'm way off to the fucking side. Okay. Well, clearly I've made some kind of mistake here. Oh, there we go. Alright, here we go. Yeah, this place.
And now the path is open.
Oh boy, I have no idea what to expect here. Well, they were right. I can't go back. The bad ending? What do you mean the bad ending? I wasn't aware that there were other endings. Oh god, I saved over the slot. Oh no. Oh wait, no, I haven't saved since I've gone past the thing. Damn, that's super bad. Alright, now I know you're fucking with me. Let's see here. This is a really pretty place. What is this? What the heck?
To whom does the true voice speak?
I'm talking to a bird.
To whom does the true form show itself? You must answer.
It can talk!
Yeah.
I ask, why did humans disappear from the world?
The hell is this?
Pigeon, it looks like.
I believe this is some manner of password.
Password?
Beat this game back on the 360 and when it got remade. Yeah. You're definitely the authority on this.
Yes. The correct answer should grant us access to the castle. I feel confident I have heard this somewhere before.
To whom I ask, why did you must...
I answer because of a black disease.
I ask, how can humans extend their lives?
Try bribing it with seeds or shiny stuff, I decay. I don't know. By separating body from soul?
I answer by acquiring leaves of the sacred tree.
I have no idea, I'm just guessing. Did I guess correctly?
appear to have made an error.
Okay, there we go. So it was separating the body from the soul. This isn't written anywhere. I just kind of have to guess at it, huh? What?
To whom I asked, why did you must
Because of black disease.
I ask, how can you
By separating.
I answer.
I ask, what is the destination of souls?
Corresponding shells.
I answer. They are placed in their corresponding shells.
Very well. You are acknowledged as master.
Replicant.
You may enter.
Well then, it seems the way is open.
What? That's Devil and Poplar. What the fuck? Wait, whoa.
It's the twins from your village.
What the fuck is going on?
Popla? Devila? What are you doing here?
I know those chicks were up to something. I knew it.
Hey, any chance you'll just go back to the village?
They were sabotaging us the whole time, weren't they?
This is a very dangerous place. Even if you can find Yona here, you probably can't get her out.
How did you get here?
Shh. We're asking the questions right now.
We're the ones asking questions gets a question prompt. That's why I'm hesitating, because I don't want this one. I mean, they know we're here to rescue Yona. It's all we've talked about for the past 5 years. So I guess we may as well ask.
What are you two doing here?
I'm not going to answer that. You can figure it out yourself.
Well, no.
We're here to rescue Yona.
No dice, huh? Well, I guess we don't have a choice then. No, I suppose not. How sad.
You don't seem that sad about it.
We didn't want to fight you. We really didn't want to.
You don't have to, but I'll beat the shit out of you if I must.
What's happening?
Sorry, this fate was predetermined. Still, we spoke to truth. We really wanted to avoid this if possible. We were hoping to put it off for 100 years or so. Until the next generation came along.
What are you talking about?
Are they shades?
I don't think so.
It's a lie. I don't believe it.
Why do Yona and Yorha seem similar? I noticed that before, too. I thought that...
We never thought you'd grow to be this powerful.
This is madness. Why do you block our path?
You have no
I know they're
cause to
connected.
speak so with us, Grimoire Weiss. You are a traitor.
Why is he a traitor? What? He's been helping. More than you two have. fantastic.
Shit on a shingle. They can use the sealed verses.
Of course we can. The power came from us in the first place. You were simply loaned a small portion of it.
Vice! Are you alright?
Devila, Popola, why are you guys doing this? Why are you siding with the Shades?
I gave him a piece of it. Where are they? Ow! Oh, fuck you. Ow.
Why?
The answer to every riddle lies within the heart of the Shadow Lord.
Shadow Lord. So you've been on his side this whole time?
That's what I
You
thought.
must search for that answer yourself.
I
You've got to
think
face
the
your own
Shades-
truth now.
The
Please,
Shades...
enter the Shadow Lord's castle.
The Shades seem to be human souls separated from the body.
Devila and Popola are fighting us.
Yes, they do seem to be putting us through a great deal of...
You okay, Vice?
How odd. For long years, my mind and tongue have been my greatest assets. But now the latter seems to be... Hell,
Vice?
do not look at me like that. I am Grimoire Weiss. I am
That sounds mechanical. So, okay. Hold on. Let's talk. So, some of the Shades have clearly been human beings before. They carry stuff like fancy hats and twisted rings. They were clearly people before. People turn into Shades. That's why the little girl was playing with the tiny Shade before. So, there's a connection between the Shades and the machine. The machines that would come into play in NieR Automata. Devila and Popola seem to be regulators of some kind. Yona had the black scroll. Yona seems to be in the center of everything. Yona's kind of in this parallel bit where she's interacting with Devila and Popola and this person named Accord. And there is a Wolfie there, but it's not me. Yorha was the first androids from Yorha. They could be the first androids from Yorha. And Yorha, according to what Yorha says, they're like the last bastion of humankind. Humankind was wiped out by either the Black Scrawl or the machines, or a combination of the two. I'm missing puzzle pieces. I think I'm getting somewhere, but I'm missing puzzle pieces.
I think I hear a waltz.
What? These are souls.
It certainly is a grand affair.
What What
Bunch
the?
of dancing bastards.
They're all shades.
Yeah, I had a feeling.
I think we're locked in!
It's not like I was planning to leave.
Yeah, it's a bit late for that.
I could probably level up my words. Wow, I'm like so disorganized. I'm not doing the right things. That guy's gone. See how guitar, the puzzle piece is there, but it's misshapen. Looks like a bean covered in barbecue sauce. Yeah. I gotta look into the lore at some point. I might be too stupid to figure this out. To me, it's nice of them to take their turns like this, but... Oh no, you're gonna be a problem. I'm gonna get rid of that one quick. The big guys I'm not as afraid of. It's the small guys that make lots of bubbles that are kind of a problem. I really need to update my words here. Oh, hi. Not the most aerodynamic fellow. Ow! Where the fuck are you coming from? Oh, great. Oh, good.
Damn it! It won't stop coming!
I'll open the next door. Cover me!
Oh, how I do love
Twice!
Hmm? Oh, right. Protect the hussy, yes? Good plan. Let's go. Oh,
Protect Kaine for us!
Where is Kaine? What is happening?
Kaine! Hurry!
It's not open yet?
Do I look like a goddamn locksmith to you?
Where the fuck are you? I keep forgetting to fuck up the words. Ugh.
no, you idiot. What are you doing?
Lock doesn't want to open? Fine. I'll just break it down.
Stop, you impatient fool.
Damn no good bullshit bastard! Open the fuck up already! Ugh! Got it.
Kaine, look out!
God damn it, Kaine, don't die again. Oh. Don't just... They're machines! They're the things that go in machines.
Are they laughing? These things are freaking me out!
Wait, the shades are the things that make
Kaine!
machines run.
What's wrong?
We need to help Kaine! We need to help Kaine!
Where the fuck is Kaine? Oh, there's Kaine.
You okay?
Yeah. Well, we got problems.
They're adorable, but they shouldn't be. Oh. Wow, you're kind of a problem.
We don't need forgiveness, asshole.
Kaine?
Yes. Ow. Become like gods. Yeah. Wait. Oh. Ow. I mean, you're not gonna last very long.
Damn shit.
Oh dear.
Oh, hi. You look like you have a little... You need a dirge for the hero. Woo. What do you mean, dirge? We're not dead yet. Ow. Excuse me.
You even heard this thing?
Fuck! Oh no!
I can't stop now. Damn it.
Stay focused, Kaine. Don't fall victim to such distractions.
Come on! We have to keep going!
Let's go!
Go where?
This way! Move!
Am I poisoned? Dragoon! It's you, Chaos! Alright, before I move on, I do need to edit my words, though. Oh, yeah. It's a fake dragoon. Aw. Well, I know I got the real one. I don't know why I insist on updating them all for all of the weapons that I don't use. Fang of the Twins. Interesting. Oh my god, I have so many weapons.
Up here!
I feel like this should be familiar to me.
How can we deal with this thing?
Okay, at this point, I feel bad that I haven't used it yet. Oh, fuck. Are you gonna have me start from the beginning of this shit? And yet I have not been reading their stories? Can I read their stories? View story. Swordsmiths who bring blades to life. Mere workers, workers, no, workers who sunderland. Nothing from. Wow. I have to go through all these. I'm sure there's a wiki of them all.
Up here!
Oh, I'm healed. Okay.
How can we deal with this thing?
Please, hurry!
I'm on it. Oh, jeez. Why are there so many stairs? There's something about this bit that I'm not understanding.
Up here!
Is this an elevator I can take? Like, what am I doing wrong here? Oh, I can shoot! Doesn't do me much good.
How can we deal with this thing?
Please, hurry!
Wow, this does not help me. God damn it. I'm clearly doing something wrong.
Up here!
Oh, well, I didn't know. Okay.
How can we deal with this thing?
Please, hurry!
God damn it. Is there something... Do I just have to be faster?
Up here!
I can't.
How can we deal with this thing?
Please, hurry!
Ugh. What the fuck do I do about you? What do I... People who are better at games than me. What?
Up here!
This is scripted by this point.
How can we deal with this thing?
Ugh. Oh boy.
Please, hurry!
What do you think I'm doing, kid? Oh, okay.
Damn it, I can't get it open.
Oh, hi.
Attack incoming!
This entrance is locked too!
It seems we are in a bit of a predicament.
You say. Wait, what are you guys doing here?
傘程度と地いるとって
You arrogant fuck.
手槌汗よりギッタポキットだあらペルアト試練地無石音イラコフ
かついて
What are you doing here?
サルリとしたとハイザム特キロだろ
How'd you
You
get
are
in?
correct.
あらずで三世体
グワリコテストラス感化しチンで
But
あらペルアト
どんな来てキリゴイサリ
アフリアとさじちさったと止めるたカイザムチと
Hey! Stop! Let me go! Stop it! Damn it! King, no!
ギ後でアリクラーサ
Bruh.
箱
No! Open the door! You can't fight that thing on your own!
ゆっくくおたおきアルタビエト来るとこっちいるかてケタルイトエチケロアルテリアだせ
ギウジ
各石技師
真鍮カレルタカイザムテラス
あんだあらたてウラーヌペルアとチ
ラーヌカイザムトトラチ Open the damn door!
Knock it off already. Let's go.
Kaine.
He's fighting for you. And for Fira. Don't let him die for nothing.
Kinda is right, unfortunately.
My friend.
That was his decision, dude. You gotta let him make it. Thanks, Kaine. That door looks important.
Devila. Popola.
Oh, look. You made it. We've been waiting for so long.
Why are you doing this?
It began 1,300 years ago. Humanity, finding itself on the brink of extinction, undertook a last-ditch rescue plan called Project Gestalt.
Oh, here we go.
Gestalt?
Do you still not remember, Grimoire Weiss? Then let's give you a refresher.
Weiss! My mind. I remember. Devila. Popola. You are not human.
They're
In
androids.
fact. Oh no.
Yeah, sometimes the truth can be a real bitch. You want to finish that thought for him, sister?
Damn.
All of us. Every person standing in this room. are mere shells created by the true humans.
Replicants.
What are you saying?
You still don't get it? You aren't human.
We're androids.
So then humans, I mean, the true humans, are extinct?
No, they still live on. You
They're
know them as
shades.
shades.
Yeah, I was right about that part.
Each shade is a twisted,
Twisted
remnant of what was once a human being.
Crazy, huh? Now let's skip the part where you stand there with your mouths agape and just get down to business.
Wait. Wait!
So wait, hold up. But that means that nobody we were helping was human. They were all androids then.
Sorry, but we're gonna be needing that shell of yours. The rightful owner has been waiting for a very long time.
Oh.
Please don't be angry with us. We are only doing our duty.
The 9S we were playing as in the tutorial.
Our endless existences have a single purpose: to control the lives of others in accordance with the will of the true humans. You have your own motives, your own desires. And we have ours. I fear it really is just that simple.
Don't speak such foolishness.
Sorry.
No, you're not.
You and us, we're the same. Tools in the hands of a master.
No! I'm nothing like you!
Yeah, we actually have free will. So these are the androids. These are the first androids. They've been here since the beginning. The same as they were in NieR Automata.
Devila? Devila? Popola, are you crying? No! Don't die! You know, Popola, I understand now why we're twins. It's because we were born without souls. Devila, I can't stop the bleeding. Oh God, I can't stop it. This world is too lonely for one without a soul. There's too much emptiness.
Bleeding, but they're androids? I have
Our
questions.
souls are missing. And yet somehow our tears still work. It's kind of weird. Sorry, sis. I love you. Devila! Devila! Don't you go! No, I can't be alone! Devila!
I mean, don't pick a fight you're not willing to finish.
Popola. Let's stop this now.
No, she's gonna want to die.
Stop? Stop? Now you want to stop? You think you have the luxury to stop? You cut down my sister like a goddamn animal, and now you want to stop?
Popola, wait! It doesn't have to.
No one stops! It's way too late to stop! No one stops!
Please, don't do this, Popola! You and Devila were like parents to me!
Those two have watched the world wither for time immemorial. The cruelness of such a fate is difficult to imagine.
I don't want to do this! I don't want to fight her!
Oh, this is
Stop
self-defense at this
bitching and
point.
start fighting! It's the only way!
No stopping. No stopping ever!
Oh, fuck.
The bridge!
Blast! We're trapped!
I've got an idea.
I fear we're done for.
It'll be all right. You know, when I was young, I hated my eyes. And now that I'm older, I hate what my body has become. But there's something else there now. Something like pride, you know? I mean,
Acceptance.
without all this, I couldn't have become your friend.
That's fair.
Goodbye, my friends. Thank you for everything.
Emil!
For so long, all I could do was destroy. But now, I have a chance to save something.
No!
Now get going, okay?
Emil!
Don't worry about me. I'm gonna be fine.
Emil! Emil!
That was the most gentle
Emil!
push.
You jackass, get back here!
Oh dear. Kaine's so unstable, and Vice can't stop arguing with people. I hope they can hold it together once I'm gone.
It reminds me
Well,
of Shippo from Inuyasha.
I guess they'll just have to learn.
Oof.
I want to see you again. I want to see all of you again. Just one more time. I'm scared. I don't want to die.
I'm sorry. Oh my god, it's NieR Automata.
Let's go.
What?
Yeah.
We're just gonna pretend that didn't... Y'all, you need to work on your communication skills. Yeah, that's not a real door. Oh, hey. This is the hammer in it. These are shapes. God, I'm hurting. So Devil and Papa were working in the service of real humans, but they bleed. Oh my god, this place is I'm still digesting all this. Hold on. They need to redo the flooring in here. They got backrooms colored fucking curtains here.
Yona!
I would be more careful than that. Why does this guy think he's so special anyway? He had so many shades, i.e. other people dying for him. And he's just up here chilling?
This ends here.
Strike hard. Hold nothing back.
How can a mere tool hope to stand against the Shadow Lord?
Don't speak in such a manner, fool. I am nothing like you.
Watch out for what?
Be careful!
I know!
Oh damn, this guy is actually... Oh man, I'm actually having trouble doing damage to this fellow. Oh man. I mean, I'm doing damage, but it's taking me.
Vice, you alright?
Naturally, I am as fit as a fit.
Oh, there we go. Now we're doing damage.
Wait! Brother?
Yoda.
She's not talking to him.
Huh?
Please, just stop. I don't want to do this anymore. I don't need someone else's body. I don't want it. There's another girl inside this body. I can hear her. She won't stop crying. She says she wants to see her brother.
Yoda's been possessed?
Yeah.
This girl loves her brother too, just as much as I do. It's not right, you know? It's not right that she can't see him. It's you, isn't it?
Yes, it's me. Let's go home.
Oh, this is gonna go south in a major way, isn't it?
I'm really sorry. I don't know what to... I'm so very sorry. No matter what. Just know that... I love you.
Hurry. The shade that possessed her is gone.
The human that possessed her is gone. And this is a revolt to the androids.
Kindness! Watch over Yoda for me. The others. understand your sadness. Think I'm gonna sympathize with you? I swore to protect my sister and my friends. If someone puts them in danger, they must stand aside or be cut down. Now come on! Let's finish this!
Oh, you fucking coward. What is this? Fury? Give me a break.
Weiss, what's wrong?
You're freaking me out here, Vice.
What are you doing? Come so... just do it. Strike the killing blow.
I'm working on it. It's a little hard to reach, not gonna lie.
One moment, please.
You okay?
Fine, just fine. All right, no, I'm not.
Weiss.
It seems some headstrong idiot has decided to push me beyond my limits. I should have taken that job as a cookbook when I had the chance.
Weiss. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Only joking. I hate cookbooks. But let's go. Out of the way. I have one final task to fulfill.
Where are you going?
Why, to stop him, of course. But after that, it's up to you. Only you can see this battle to its conclusion. I wish you luck, my friend.
You can't. I swore I'd always fight by your side.
You are an exceedingly stubborn lad. You know that, yes? Perhaps that's why I've so enjoyed our time together. But I fear this is where our journey ends.
Weiss!
Oh, and remember what I told you about using my full name? Well, forget it. I've grown rather fond of Weiss.
Weiss. I knew you'd come around.
Don't let it go to your head now.
Oh, that means I gotta get in there.
I have something to defend. I have a reason to live.
You do this a lot of times, aren't you?
Shut
Ooh, a music box version. Uh-oh.
Is Iona all right?
She's dead, isn't she?
Oh, God, no.
Oh, please, the girl is fine.
Weiss?
Vice? Where are you? Are you okay?
I am as well as can be, considering I have lost my physical form. Doubtless my voice will be the next to go, so listen closely. Your sister is safe. Do not mourn her, and do not give up hope. Instead, you must call her back to you.
How?
Use your memories. Recall the times you spent with her. Present her with proof that the two of you live still, and that your lives have meaning.
I don't know.
Typical. But take heart. I know you can do it.
What's my favorite food? Cookies. What's my favorite book? That's my magic storybook.
Magic storybook, you don't say.
What's my favorite place? Home with you. What's my favorite flower?
The lunar tear.
The lunar tear, of course. Okay, one more question. Who do I love more than anyone?
Probably me.
Is that you?
Yona.
Is this my body?
Yes, Yona. It's yours and yours alone.
You look bigger than before. Like you've grown up.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I guess you haven't seen me for a while.
Have I been asleep this whole time?
Kind of?
Something like that.
It's almost like I'm a princess from some fairy tale.
Oh, Yona. I'm so happy to have you back.
Me too.
Kaine.
Kaine lost everything.
You and your sister, you have a good life, Kay?
Where are you gonna go?
Guess I'll...
You could stay with us, you know.
Thanks, but I'll pass. You know how it is. I got my own shit to take care of.
What do you mean?
Personal shit, alright? Anyway, take it easy, yeah?
Kaine.
Hey, look!
She's got the lunar tear in her hair.
It's beautiful. For the longest time, I heard someone telling me how they wanted to see the light. And now, they can finally see it.
It's empty. Aww.
Thank you. I love it.
This was when they were younger.
It's so sunny today.
Yeah, it sure is.
this and that. Well, Yoko Taro definitely made this. So, okay, I'm still digesting the lore. So, the Shades are humans, that much is true. Diego and Popolo were working on behalf of the Shades. And Chaos said this was like the super bad ending. Chaos is trolling. I think that there's only one ending. I could be wrong about that. So no endings A through Z, no. So, wait. Are the Shades and machines? Because the androids are machines. There's no difference between them. So isn't just everyone a Shade? Somebody's gotta sit down and explain the lore to me at some point. There's A through E. Oh no, we're not done? For Replicant? I mean, I guess I shouldn't complain. Maybe the other endings will help make this make more sense. I feel bad for skipping any of the credits. Yeah, there's Yoko Taro in all caps. Oh, fuck. exit the clear data save screen? Yes? Ending B? Traveler's diary in your house. Wardrobe has been added. Change music. What the fuck is happening? What the fuck? What the fuck? I don't know what I'm doing.
Whenever I interacted with Kaine, I was reminded about something from my past.
Okay.
Maybe my mind has been confusing her with my sister this whole time. Anyway...
I'm so confused. Discrimination. The sound of rain filled the village. The steep cliffs that surrounded the area magnified sound, causing even the slightest drizzle to rattle like a thunderstorm. Then wisps of smoke streamed from huts as the villagers huddled in their homes and waited out the rain. A single child, however, had braved the downpour, and was now wandering slowly toward the wooden hawk-shaped weather vane at the center of town. The wanderer reached the vane, which had existed as long as any can remember, and stared. The child's face was simultaneously delicate and fierce, like a teacup that had survived a shipwreck. Those traits combined with pale white skin to give the face an almost sexless quality. If the beak turns east, I go home. It stays west, then I... The child blinked. Rain slowly dripped down the young one's short hair and began its long descent to the ground. Come on. Come on. The child felt a slight breeze and watched the vane slowly cleak to life. Spinning this way and that for a moment, finally settled, with the beak pointing firmly to the east. East? Really? Before the vane could move again, a jagged rock came spinning and tumbling through the air, striking home against the child's head. The force of the blow dropped the child to the ground as a hail of stones began to fall all around. Oh no. They found me. A heartbreaking smile crept across the child's face as the stones continued their assault. Through the rain, the sound of multiple footsteps grew louder before a voice rang out. Yoo-hoo! Kinda! The voice belonged to Dimo, the worst of all the bullies in the area. As Kaine struggled to stand, a final stone came skittering through the mud and bounced against her foot. Blood oozed from a cut above her eye and blurred her vision, but she could make out the shapes of Dimo and his usual gang of idiots. The boy seemed taken aback for a moment by Kaine's seeming indifference to the blood dripping from her face, but quickly regained his bravado. What's up, freak? You like the rain? You like getting all wet? Or did you finally decide to run away from home? Though she knew it was futile, Kaine turned to leave. Before she could get any more than a few steps, the other children scrambled to surround her, cruelty burning in their eyes. Kaine knew these were not the only eyes on her. The tormentor's parents watched from the safety of their homes. She was attuned to this sensation. It It was one that she'd experienced many times before. While some villagers simply turned a blind eye to the actions of their children, many encouraged it openly. In a society ruled by superstition and fear, Kaine was something to be hated, and if possible, destroyed. I didn't say you could leave, freak. Demo's words chewed at her like a worm through an apple. He can't hurt me, she lied to herself. Be strong, be brave. He can't hurt me. He can't hurt me. He can't hurt. Oh look, the little freak's gonna cry. What's wrong? Are you sad that everyone hates you and wants you dead? Kaine prayed for the rain to flood down and carry her away from a world that seemed to have no place for her. But if they were gods, they chose to ignore her. As Demo crept ever closer, the clouds began to thin, and the rain slowed. Even the weather hates me. I'm useless, a failure. I wish Demo's rock had taken my head off. Kaine couldn't meet Demo's leering gaze. She lowered her eyes and stared at the muddy ground below. The bully moved forward until he was inches away. She could smell the scent of old meat on his breath. The boy grabbed Kaine's face with his thick fingers and yanked it upward. She tried to turn away, but he forced her to gaze back and jammed his thumb against her eyelid to pry it open. Show me. No. Did you just say no? Demo grinned evilly. You don't say no to me. No one says no to me. Not even taking his attention from Kaine, he called to his cohorts. Come on, guys. Let's give the freak what she deserves. As soon as Demo finished, kicks and blows began to rain down upon Kaine. Demo paused, still grinning, as Kaine curled into a ball and tried to make the pain stop. I don't get you, freak. What you acting like a girl for, huh? Everyone knows what you really are. Kaine ignored the question, choosing instead to stare at the weather vane. It continued to point east, as if supremely confident about the future it had chosen for her. Go home. Yeah, that's a funny joke for someone with dead parents and no home to go to. Freak, chanted the children. Freak, freak, freak. Kaine closed her eyes and listened to the rain, waiting for the pain to start again. As the clutching hands of the village children closed around her, she bent her mind to the sound of the rain, letting it become her world entire. The rain fell, but the pain never came. Only when the laughter of her tormentors turned to terrified cries did she dare open a single blood-caked eye. Kaine was shocked to see Demo sprawled on the ground, holding his head and screaming in pain. She could see blood welling from the spaces between his fat, twisted fingers. Oh my god. He's crying. He's actually crying. Deprived of their leader, the other children glanced back and forth between themselves, as if waiting for someone to step forward and take charge. When no savior emerged, they began an uneasy shuffle away from Kaine. But the young girl was the least of their concerns. Instead, their attention was rapt on the ancient woman standing a few feet away. After struggling for breath for a moment, she finally spoke, in a voice thick with rage.
Hurts like a bitch, don't it? Now I suggest you scatter before I throw another one. And if any of the little bastards ever touch my Kaine again, I'll do far worse than throw a rock. You can count on it.
The old woman crouched and gently touched the hand Demo was using to cover the wound. Before he could think to protest, she ground her palm into the wound and twisted back and forth. "Ow!" he screamed, leaping to his feet. "Stop it! What are you doing?"
Quit whining. Ain't no one ever died from a scratch.
"You hit me with a rock, you stupid bitch. A big one. I think it killed me." The old woman shrugged.
Death is the best cure for stupid.
Demo's face twisted with rage at her words. Locking his eyes on Kaina, he took a step backward and spat on the ground.
Get out. Leave this village.
No one wants you here either. Either of you. Seeing the woman grab another stone, Demo and his companions turned tail and ran. As they fled, the old woman grabbed her side and barked out a single laugh.
Ha! Look at that fat boy go. Guess he's healthy enough to run from a fight.
The woman's smile faded as she turned her attention to Kaina. Kneeling down, she removed her shawl and placed it around the young girl's shoulders, and produced a cloth from the folds of her dress, and began blotting at the blood on her forehead.
"Oh, Kaina," she said, "why don't you fight back? You're stronger than that lot."
The words of her grandmother stung Kaina, and she turned away. "Don't be nice to me," she said. "I don't deserve it. Nothing matters anymore." Her tears, held in check for so long, finally began to fall on the muddy ground below. "Everyone hates me. They think I cause bad things to happen. They think I'm a freak. I wish I was dead." As Kaine's tears turned to sobs, she felt her grandmother's hands on her shoulders. Despite her advanced age and diminutive size, she was a woman of surprising strength, and Kaina found herself unable to turn away.
Don't talk like that, girl. It's a river wide and deep that flows between the realms of this world and the next. And it grants no mercy to any that attempt the crossing. You've got a duty to fight till your last breath. Understand?
The old woman tightened her grip and tried to still the tremor in her voice.
You know the pain of losing someone close to you, kinda. You know because you survived it.
As the words hit home, Kaina was struck by the force of her love for the old woman. As a young child, she didn't even know of her grandmother. When her parents died, the woman quickly accepted her as her own. Grandma, as Kaina called her, was cunning, vulgar, and quick to violence, and their first few years together had not been easy. But with each year that passed, Kaina and her grandmother had grown closer. However, it was only now, sitting in the mud with tears and blood caking her face, that Kaina truly understood the depths of her affection. Here was a woman who had seen hard times, who had seen death, who had fought through all of these things, and somehow emerged on the other side. If anyone could understand Kaina's pain and loneliness, it was her. "Do I make you sick, Grandma?"
Of course not. Don't be an ass.
Kaina drew her grandmother's moth-eaten shawl around her body and shuddered. "But my body, it's not normal. If I was normal, then Mom and Dad wouldn't..." "Hush," interrupted Grandma. "I'll not hear another word of this nonsense. You're my granddaughter, and I love you. And if folks have a problem with that, they can just go to hell." With that, the old woman reached out and placed a wreath of dried flowers in Kaina's hair. The skill it took to bend the flowers without breaking the stems or lose a single petal was remarkable. And the beauty of it made Kaina want to cry all over again. Oh my gosh. These are lunar tears. Grandma, you made this for me? Lunar tears were legendary flowers. Most people could live their entire lives without ever seeing one. And yet her mother had somehow collected a dozen or more. Kaina reached up and touched the wreath as if she couldn't believe it was real. Where did you find these? Just stumbled on them while I was out doing the shopping. The old woman turned away as she spoke, leading Kaina to suspect the search had been more difficult than she was letting on. Pains she took to construct the ornament, let alone track down the flowers used in its construction, made Kaina's heart hurt. She reached up and gently adjusted the wreath, admiring the way it fell between her fingers. Didn't quite turn out right, said her grandmother as she squinted at it. These old hands have trouble with delicate work, but sure looks good on a pretty girl like you. Kaina blushed and turned away. You think I'm pretty? Of course you are. What a fool thing to say. Thank you, Grandma. Her grandmother smiled. We're gonna be fine, you and me, she said. As long as we got each other, we'll be just fine. Kaina took her grandmother's hand in hers. The two of them struggled to their feet. As they began the long walk home, Kaina gripped the hand with all her might, as if trying to stop the smoke from drifting away on the wind. The rain had stopped. Kaina stood beneath the rudder vane, watching it spin in lazy circles, no longer caring about the direction it faced when it stopped. I don't need to escape. I have a home now. Grandma loves me. And that's enough. Even if it's us against the world. Kaina let her gaze drift up past the vane and into the cloudy sky. The last faint hints of a rainbow were slowly fading. As she turned and headed for home, the light scattered into a million particles and vanished, seemingly taken away on the breeze. In the distance, Kaina heard the steady sounds of an axe striking wood. The noise had a purposeful quality to it, as if she was hearing a master woodsman go about his work. The firewood being produced, however, was as far from a work of art as she could be. Pieces of every shape and size were being flung about a barnyard with wild abandon. Anyone trying to stack such wood would probably die of frustration before the job was through. Stupid piece of shit axe. Kaina's grandmother flailed away with the axe, filling the air with both splinters of wood and words that could make the most hardened sailor blush. Sounds like my great-grandma Anna. Grandma, called Kaina. Hey, you Kaina, wailed the old woman, taking her eyes off the wood for a moment. Don't get too close or I might take your goddamn foot off by mistake. She brought the axe down on a piece of wood, sending chips flying in every direction. One spun past Kaina close enough for her to hear the whistle, at which point she decided to step back. Once she'd scuttled to a safe distance, she cupped her hands around her mouth and shouted, Grandma! Do you need help? I can get you water, lunch, or a new axe or something. The axe, poised to strike another wobbly blow, paused in midair. The old woman considered her granddaughter's offer for a moment, and then smiled. Tell you what, since I'm doing such a piss poor job chopping, why don't you come here and take over so I can go get the water? Shade's been restless lately, and I don't want you running into one of them bastards. Relinquishing the axe, her grandmother picked up a long pole with wooden buckets on either end. Gathering water was by far the more difficult of the two jobs, but Kaina knew better than to complain. Once Grandma's mind was set, there was no changing it. Kaina did her best to help with chores, but Grandma took every task that required travel to the village. Though she had a long list of plausible excuses, Kaina knew the real reason. She didn't want her granddaughter to be taunted and harassed by the villagers. Once Kaina moved in, Grandma decided to take up residence a good distance from the area. Out of sight, out of mind seemed to be the best policy when it came to the villagers and her granddaughter. And rare were the days when anyone but the two of them could be found on the rocky acre of land they called home. Kaina enjoyed the solitude, but harbored a secret resentment that her grandmother was forced to spend her golden years in such a place. After watching her grandmother leave, Kaina turned her attention to the task at hand. She'd never chopped wood before in her life, and soon discovered why the old woman hated the chore. Swing after swing of the axe produced only a tiny crack in the wood, and when she finally managed to connect with a solid stroke, the tool embedded itself in the log and refused to budge. I know this life. My grandfather and I used to chop wood together. Frustrated, Kaina swung the axe around her head and threw it, log and all, across the yard. Damn it! Damn it! Oh, crap! She suddenly understood the joy her grandmother felt in a good curse. Happier now, she picked up the axe, forced it from the wood, and resumed chopping. She had a natural skill with the blade, but the task was challenging, and blisters soon began to form on her small pink hands. This is tough. And the logs are all weird sizes. Spitting on her palms and ignoring the pain, Kaina redoubled her efforts. Just as she was developing a rhythm, Grandma returned from the village. Setting down her buckets with a small sigh, she took one look at the logs and coughed out a wheezy laugh. Pretty clumsy girl. You better practice if you... Her grandmother suddenly collapsed to her knees, causing one of the buckles to wobble precariously. Eyes wide, Kaina dropped the axe and ran to her grandmother's side. Grandma! The old woman shook her head and pointed a trembling finger at the bucket. Get the bucket. Can't let it spill. Kaina studied the bucket with a foot as she knelt by her grandmother. A small bit of water sloshed over the side and made a new home in the hem of her dress. But Kaina didn't notice. Grandma? Grandma, what's happening? Crazed with panic, she grabbed her grandmother by the shoulders and shook. After a moment, the woman lifted her arms and batted Kaina away. Stop that. Just stop, she cried, breathing heavily. Ain't like I'm dying. Just tired from the trip is all. Kaina desperately wanted to believe her. But one look at the old woman's shaking hands and worn face told her more than words ever could. Her grandmother had lived a long, hard life, and it seemed like the bill was finally coming due. The time when her grandmother watched over Kaina was ending. Sooner than either of them had feared, the positions would be reversed. The next morning, Kaina came to the side of her grandmother's bed, and took a wrinkled hand. Grandma, you're sick and you need medicine. I'm going to the village. The old woman shook her head and tried to rise, but Kaina gently pushed her down. It's all right, she said. I'll be fine. Her grandmother fixed her with a gaze that could melt steel. After what seemed like an eternity, she finally lowered her eyes and sighed. Well, I don't like it, goddammit, but I guess I should quit being so stubborn and let you grow up. The old woman watched as Kaina strapped on her boots and made her way down to the village. Hours later, an unseen sun made its way across a dark and rainy sky. She was still watching. Kaina moved at a brisk pace, checking her pockets every few minutes to make sure the money... Hello? The money her grandmother gave her was still there. Every noise caused her to spin on her heels, making sure she wasn't being stalked by a shade. Or worse, Demo and his gang. But she encountered neither tormentors nor shades, and Kaina finally found herself at the entrance to the village. A few adults she could see glanced sideways at her, then muttered to each other behind raised hands before slinking away into the shadows. Her heart racing, Kaina took a series of shallow, rapid breaths and tried to calm herself. I have to prove myself. I have to help Grandma. I have to be strong. She chanted those words to herself over and over as she slowly made her way. Finally, her eyes settled on a rotund older woman who was angrily waving her arms in the air and telling anyone who would listen exactly what she thought of Kaina's presence. "Hey, lady," said Kaina with the bravado she didn't feel. "Where's the apothecary?" The woman's flabby cheeks shook in bewildered anger. "How dare this thing speak to me?" they seemed to say. But Kaina saw that her eyes held a different emotion. Fear. "Yeah, we're both scared, lady. Trust me on this one." "Which way?" Kaina repeated. The woman pointed at a small building to her right before hitching up her dress and stumbling off in the other direction. Kaina cringed, expecting a stone to come flying from the assembled crowd, but none came. Her mind was filled with a strange sense of pride as she made her way to the apothecary. But the new emotion had little time to take root, for as soon as she opened the door, she noticed a familiar customer at the counter. It was Demo. He'd clearly been sent here on a kind of family errand, because his gang of followers was nowhere to be found. "Oh my god," he sputtered. What are you doing here, freak?" The insult was delivered without force, and Kaina happily ignored it. Stretching on tiptoes to see over the counter, she asked the shopkeeper for the medication. "Huh," barked Demo. The old bitch finally keel over. "Go to hell, Demo." The boys grew so wide they seemed ready to fall out of his head. But before he could let fly a comeback or worse a punch, the apothecary told them to knock it off before he kicked them out of the store. Demo slunk out of the shop, cursing Kaina under his breath. Once he was gone, she allowed herself to breathe once more, taking a brief tour of the shop while the owner prepared her medication. Countless tiny bottles filled the cramped store, each with a label written in some decipherable language. An ocean of aromas assaulted her nose, creating a scent that was exotic but not altogether unpleasant. Seeing such a variety of supplies gave Kaina a sense of peace. Surely in a world so vast, there would be a place that she could call home. On the far wall, behind the counter, rested a portrait of a stunning young girl. The picture had once contained bright, vibrant colors, but time had worked its cruel magic, and they were beginning to fade. The beauty of the work, however, remained undiminished. "You like that picture?" Kaina turned to find the apothecary with a small vial of medicine in his hand. His eyes were gentle but sad. He seemed to stare through her and into nothing as she spoke. "That's my daughter. I sketched it when she was just a little girl. She's been dead a long time now." Kaina didn't know how to respond. She just stared at the portrait and tried to come up with the right words. "Pictures are wonderful things," continued the shopkeeper. "They let the ones closest to you live on forever." He shook his head slightly and then looked down at Kaina and smiled. Handing her the medicine, he reached into a sizable green apron and produced a handful of old wax crayons. "Should I have these? There's no one left I wish to draw." Kaina took an instinctive step back, causing the shopkeeper's face to darken. "Yes, I've heard the rumors about you," he said. "It's a small village in the world. Word travels quickly. Between you and me, I'm not sure which of them to believe. And I also think they don't matter much. I know your grandmother, Kali. And I think the way she was driven out of this town is just deplorable." "Grandma's name is Kali?" thought Kaina suddenly. She was still mulling over this fact in her mind as she reached out and gently took the crayons from the apothecary's hands. Your grandmother's an old friend of mine, he said as Kaina scooted away yet again. And I owe her much. I wager she'd like it if you drew a picture of her. Yes. I think she would like that very much. Kaina murmured a quiet agreement, but inside her heart was bursting. Never before had a villager treated her with anything but complete contempt. It was a tiny, almost imperceptible step, but it was a step nonetheless. With enough tiny steps, she might one day discover the rest of the world. When Kaina returned home, she found her grandmother asleep in her bed. Her feet were blackened and raw, even bleeding a bit in pieces, leading Kaina to think that she'd been pacing around the room until exhaustion finally caught up with her. She placed the medicine by her grandmother's pillow and turned to leave, and found the old woman's hand clasped around her arm. "Back already, are you?" asked her grandmother with a yawn. "Come here, let me have a look at you." Grandma sat up and examined Kaina from head to toe, finally satisfied that nothing terrible had befallen her grandchild. She leaned back and allowed herself to relax. "Well, how was it? Those bastards give you any trouble?" "It was kind of fun," said Kaina with a small smile. "No, seriously, it was." "Fun, eh?" asked her grandmother in a voice which implied she believed anything but. "Uh-huh. So anytime you need me to run an errand, just let me know." As she spoke, Kaina removed the crayons from her pocket. After a brief explanation of their source, she informed her grandmother that she was going to sketch her a portrait. "A portrait of me? Ridiculous. No one wants to stare at a wrinkled old crone." "But Grandma, it'll make you live forever." "Horse shit," said her grandmother, throwing back the sheet from her bed. "Living forever would just piss me off. Now put those crayons away and help with dinner." But Kaina would not relent. And in the end, Grandma found herself leaning against the wall of their house, as if posing for a master artist. Kaina took up the crayons, eyed her subject carefully, and set to work. Just as her grandmother was about to nod off, Kaina finished the piece. After staring at it for a bit, she released it from her grip and let it slowly drift to the floor. "It's terrible. It doesn't look like you at all." "I'm sorry, Grandma. I thought the crayons would, make drawing easy or something." The old woman's eyes narrowed at her granddaughter's disappointment. "Let me be the judge of that," she said, ignoring the pain in her back and reaching for the paper. The sketch could have been a person's face. It also could have been a boulder, a lump of clay, or an incredibly misshapen loaf of bread, all rendered in a chaotic array of colors. The old woman stared at the picture for a long time, and then slowly wheezed out a laugh. "Oh, Kaina," she said between laughter. "You truly are my blood. You're as clumsy as me. And I love it." "But, hush, I won't hear any more bullshit about how ugly you think it is. It came from the heart, and I'll treasure it always." True to her word, the old woman gave the picture a place of honor above the kitchen table. In the days that followed, Kaina would often catch her staring at the portrait with a strange smile on her face. In action, she interpreted as silent, mocking laughter. Oh, that's not what it is at all. A week later, Kaina could stand it no longer and asked her grandmother to take the artwork down. "Posh," said the old woman. "I'll take this down when they roll me in my shroud." She pondered this for a bit, and turned to Kaina and dropped to one knee. "Listen to me, girl. Seeing this picture makes me happy in a way I've never felt before. And it makes me want to go on, so that someday you can feel the same happiness." It was a moment that burned itself into Kaina's memory. The perfect blend of pride, love, and joy. They came together to form a lifelong remembrance. She swore to never forget this moment. To to never forget the old woman who had made her place in the world possible. Time moves on. People and memories move in and out of life like ghosts passing through a hall. But this moment will be different. Kaina swore. Because I will remember it forever. Forever. Kaina listened to the sound of crackling firewood and stared at the black object on her plate. She'd been pushing it around on the wooden disc for a good 10 minutes, ignoring the bemused stare of her grandmother. Finally, she summoned her courage and gave the object a brief sniff. A sharp, bitter scent flew up her nostrils and made its way home there, causing her face to twist with disgust. "Grandma, I can't believe you want me to eat a bug." The old woman threw some more wood on the cooking pot and snorted. "It's no bug, you fool. It's a berry. Why the hell would I be feeding you bugs?" "Yeah, well, it sure looks like a bug," said Kaina. "I think it's burnt or something, because it smells terrible." With that, Kaina held her nose and threw the berry in her mouth, chewing as little as possible. "Oh yeah, that's terrible, all right." "Why, you little brat," laughed the old woman. "Look at the sass on you. You've been spending too much time with me, and that's a fact." 5 years had passed since the moment when Kaina's grandmother had saved her from the bullies. As is often the way with two stubborn people, their relationship had grown in fits and starts, but moved forward all the same. Thanks, Etchid. Meals that used to be somber affairs were now filled with laughter and hurled abuse in equal measure. Kaina could not remember a time when she'd been happier. As years went by, Kaina started to shoulder more and more of the daily responsibilities. Her grandmother's legs grew weaker by the day, and she could no longer do many of the chores she used to take for granted. Until this morning, Kaina lacing up her work boots, with breakfast of a burned berry rolling through her belly. "Where are you going today?" asked Grandma suddenly. Kaina looked up, surprised. The old woman rarely asked for specifics anymore. "I was going to check out the kelma trees and see if they were ripe. Thought we could make some jam or something. Oh, and I was going to pick up some flagstones, so I need to take the wheelbarrow." "Flagstones? What the hell for?" Kaina stared at her grandmother, then held out an arm and swept it around their home. Constructed mostly of cloth, rope, and rubble, the old place sagged like a boxer in the final round. "Grandma, a dying cat could chew through this house. I'm gonna build a stone wall so we have some protection." The old woman laughed, exposing her toothless grin to the world. "Goddamn, girl, if a bunch of thieves want to ransack this old place, let them come. We got nothing worth stealing anyway." "I'm not worried about thieves, I'm worried about shades. People saw one west of the village yesterday." The old woman tilted her head and stared at her granddaughter. "Well, shoot. I don't know why you have to do it today. We can worry about it some other." "Grandma, no. If I don't get to the kelma trees, we won't eat tonight. You know that." A confused expression passed over the old woman's face. For a moment, she was a small child lost in a carnival. "Yes," she said after a bit. "Yes, of course you're right. I'm sorry, Kaina. Lately it seems my mind is..." She didn't finish the thought, instead walking over to her nightstand and gently taking the wreath of lunar tears from the drawer. The flower's petals had aged to a brilliant whiteness, and Kaina thought it was more beautiful now than the day she first received it. "You're gonna be a true woman soon," Grandma said as she placed the flowers in the girl's hair. "So that means less chatter about shades and building defensive walls, and more talk about how beautiful you've become." Annoyed, Kaina reached up to remove the garland. The look on her grandmother's face stopped her hand. "You're a beautiful thing," said the old woman. "And there ain't another like you in all the world." I'm very proud of you. Okay, Grandma, it's enough goddamn compliments for one day. Such a mouth on you. Where'd that come from? Gee, I wonder. I'll teach you to sass me, girl, yelled Grandma. Suddenly, she lurched forward and grabbed Kaine by the ears, pulling her around the room with a crazed grin on her face. Grandma, yelled Kaine in a quaking voice. Grandma, stop it. What the hell? The old woman stared at her and blinked, and slowly held her wrinkled hands out as if it was the first time she'd ever seen them. Oh, I don't know what happened there. I'm sorry, girl. Sometimes my mind just... Kaine thought the look on her grandmother's face was the most heartbreaking thing she'd ever seen. Listen, she began. Maybe I should stay home after all. No, I won't have you stay here to keep an eye on an old codger like me. You go get your fruit and your wall and whatnot, I'll be fine. When you come back, I'll have a nice grasshopper dinner waiting for you. Kaine rolled her eyes, then kissed her grandmother on the forehead and made ready to depart, trying desperately to ignore the worry that was gnawing at the walls of her heart. Kaine could feel the old woman's eyes watching her as she moved down the path. Don't turn around, she told herself. But in the end, the temptation was too great. She spun on her heel for one final look and saw the small, bent woman standing in front of a ramshackle hut, with a sad expression on her face. God, she looks so old now. It's like the wind could just reach down and just carry her away. Kaine worried about her grandmother all day, causing her work to suffer. The little fruit she could collect was tossed carelessly into the wheelbarrow. She only found a couple of stones before losing interest in the project. Finally, as dusk approached, she decided to call it a day. Cursing herself with lack of focus, Kaine pushed the nearly empty wheelbarrow back down the path. As she crested the final hill, she suddenly froze in place. The wheelbarrow fell from her fingers and collapsed on its side, sending a few pieces of wrinkled brown fruit rolling back down the hill. Her gaze was transfixed by a thick black cloud that hovered just ahead, tracing its path with a finger. Kaine suddenly felt her stomach knot in on itself. No. Oh gods, no. Her grandmother's house was ablaze, the flames licking up as if trying to touch the sky itself. Grandma! Grandma! Kaine ran then, faster than she'd ever moved in her life. Once she tripped on a stone and went sprawling into the rocky ground, but she kept her feet and continued running, unmindful of the blood that spilled from her wounded hands and knees. As she got closer and closer, Kaine's mind began to race in time with her footfalls. It's too dark. It's too dark. It's not just fire. It can't be fire. Too much smoke. Gotta save her. She burst into the front yard and came to a sudden halt. Her worst suspicions confirmed. The smoke from the fire was mingling with the thick, inky blackness of an enormous shade. The massive creature supported itself on 3 twisted feet and achieved a balance through means of a large armored tail. Scales, horns, and claws sprouted from its body in random chaotic patterns, giving it the appearance of a lizard designed by an insane god. Seeing Kaine, it let out a roar and flicked its tail, sending small whirlwinds spinning across the yard. For a moment, the creature retreated into a shimmering, inky blackness, as if her mind was unable to comprehend that such a thing could actually exist. But then the smell hit her. A blend of rotted meat and excrement. And the horror became real once more. The creature bellowed again, and this time Kaine responded with a scream of her own. "All right, you bastard," she thought as her scream echoed off the high cliffs around them. "It's you or me. Let's go." The shade eyed Kaine with amused interest. Then it began looking from her to the house and back again. as if urging her to look at the destruction it had so gleefully wrought. With dread building in her heart, Kaine glanced toward the house. Through the smoke and flames, she spotted a small figure struggling to escape the ruins. Grandma! At the sound of her voice, the old woman began to wave frantically. She's alive, thought Kaine. Alive! Kaine's legs sprang to life as she raced across the yard toward the flaming wreckage of the house. Before she could advance more than a few steps, the shade opened its mouth and let out a roar powerful enough to uproot trees and send them flying. The blast sent Kaine tumbling through the air before smashing her against the rocky earth. Stars danced in front of her eyes as she tried to remember how her legs worked. Get up! Get up! Get up, get up, get up, now! As Kaine struggled to her feet, the shade stomped toward the house and pinned her grandmother to the ground with the tip of the claw. The old woman struggled to move the claw from her stomach, but she may as well have been pushing a mountain. She coughed briefly, sending a small spray of blood into the air, and then collapsed to the ground. Her energy spent. Kaine lurched to her feet only to fall back to the earth with a gasp. Her ankles were on fire. I wonder both of them were surely broken. Ignoring the pain that screamed through her body, she began dragging herself across the ground, leaving a drunken trail of dust and blood in her wake. Grandma, hold on. Just a little longer. The grandmother's face was turning blue, her eyes rolling back until only the whites were exposed. Kaine pulled herself across the ground with maddening slowness, the distance seeming to increase with every second that passed. The shade glanced between the two women and flicked out its tongue, its giant mouth turning up at the corners. Short, panting breaths belched from somewhere deep inside its core. Bastard. Laughing at us. She had no idea how such a mindless creature could experience motion, but there could be no doubt the shade was taking joy of their suffering. Yeah, I see your plan. The shade moved its claws slightly, allowing grandmother to breathe again. It was clearly keeping her alive, only to snuff out her life when Kaine was close enough to touch her. I'm gonna kill this bastard. Summoning all her strength, Kaine rose to her feet. There was the sickening snap from her right ankle as the foot twisted backward, but she forced it from her mind and began to hobble toward the monster. Pulling a small knife from the pouch at her waist, she leapt on the foot that pinned her grandmother and plunged the weapon deep. Give her back, she screamed. Give her back to me. It was like stabbing a rock. After a few swipes, the knife broke at the hilt with a dull snap. The shade panted laughter again, then raised its tail and sent it rushing through the air toward the young girl that was latched to its foot. Kaine never had a chance. The tail struck her square in the chest and sent her crashing into the burning wreckage of the home. As she lay on the ground with blood pouring from multiple wounds, a small, weak voice spoke up. Kaine. Kaine's vision blurred. She forced herself to focus on the sound. Finally, her eyes cleared enough for her to make out the grandmother's hands reaching out to her through the smoke. Grandma, Kaine, you gotta run. It can't past this one. Kaine grabbed the hands and held on with all her strength. Grandma, come on. We have to go. The old woman coughed loudly. One of her hands, thick with blood, slipped from Kaine's grasp and thumped to the ground below. Grandma, no. No. I said run, goddammit. You have to. Have to live. You have to get through. The thought would stay forever unfinished. Before she could say another word, the shade's clawed foot descended, smashing through the remains of the roof, and down upon the shattered figure of an old woman. Blood oozed from the gaps in the creature's toes as the terrible putrid smell assaulted Kaine's nose once again. She stared at the foot, dumbfounded, convinced that what she was seeing could not possibly be real. When the creature finally lifted its appendage, all that remained underneath was the twisted, unrecognizable mass of rubble and red. Her grandmother was gone. Kaine blinked, trying to feel the hands which had been in hers just a moment before. For a fleeting instant, she could remember the warmth of that embrace, the trembling of the fingers. But then the sensation drifted away on the breeze and was gone. Memories flashed through Kaine's mind, one after the other, faster and faster, until they became a meaningless jangle of noise. Kaine screamed then, a thunderous sound that echoed off the cliffs and seemed to roll away forever. The shade eased forward, black ichor pouring from its mouth and dissolving into smoke on the ground below. The earth shook with every step as it crept toward its prey. Kaine's body slowly rose as if it was controlled by a mad puppet master. Her arms and legs were bent at impossible angles. Her head lolled dangerously to the side. Yet somehow she managed to stand. Staring at the shade, her eyes began to glow with a deep red fire. The creature, so confident just moments before, took a slow, hesitant step backward, trying to discern if this broken human could possibly pose a threat. Kaine seized the moment. Laughing like a madwoman, she leapt into the air and plunged the shattered hilt of her knife deep into the leg of the shade. The shade shook Kaine off like a fly, sending her crashing into the earth once again. Her chest rose and fell slowly, as if a great weight were resting on it. Moist sounds of pain echoed through her mind. Something warm and thick oozed from her ears. Is that blood? I think it is. I think I'm bleeding to death. No, can't die. Grandma told me to live. Deep inside Kaine's mind, something finally broke. The sound, the pain, the smoke, the flames. All of it faded away until all there remained was a single incantation, repeated over and over again.
Kill it! Kill it! Kill it! Kill it! Kill it now!
As the spark that was Kaine slowly began to flicker and die, she felt her desire to kill and her desire to live blend into one. The distance between heartbeats grew longer and longer and longer. Oh, what the heck?
The beast approaches.
Oh, I know.
Super story reading, right?
What anger this creature must have. How did it even survive these past 5 years?
I'm not gonna let this happen again. It dies today. My sword is lighter.
It's not the blade, but the skill of the user. Strike it down.
God, I don't have time for more. Gently, weakly, softly, the shade, sure that its tormentor was dead, turned and stomped off to the horizon, stopping along the way to bellow one final roar. Couldn't kill it. Shamed beyond imagining, Kaina tried to turn her head to the side, but only succeeded in coughing up a huge gout of blood. It was getting difficult to see, and only after a moment of fierce concentration did she realize that her left eye was gone. Laughing to herself, she turned her remaining eye to the ruins of her home, and noticed a ragged stump of an arm resting a few feet away. Yeah, it's mine, she thought with a mad giggle. This is gonna make clapping a real bitch. Ha! Cried a sudden voice from the depths of her mind. Finally gonna die, are ya? Well, you had it coming. Go to hell, Demo, she thought at the unseen assailant. Go to hell before I pluck out your eyes and feed them to a dog. The voice of her childhood terror evaporated into smoke, only to be replayed by a more recent voice. Hold still, said the apothecary, materializing from the ruins like a ghost. I want to draw you. That way you can live forever. No. Stop. Don't want to live forever. I want to die right here. I see, he said quietly. Well, if that's what you want. The spectral shopkeeper fluttered in and out of existence for a moment, then produced a sheet of paper and sketched quickly. After a few seconds, he returned the page to Kaina and smiled. Since you rejected my offer, I decided to draw someone else. It was a picture of her grandmother, real as life. Kaina opened her mouth to thank the man, but stopped as the picture began to blacken in the middle. Before she could say anything, dozens of mold-legged insects began to swarm across the image, tearing at it with sharpened pincers. No, stop. Don't hurt that picture. Kaina reached out with her remaining arm and waved futilely at the air. To her surprise, the insects fell off the picture and to the ground below. They vanished into tiny black tendrils of smoke. Relieved, Kaina turned her good eye back to the picture, only to open her mouth in a silent scream. The sketch showed her grandmother as she truly was. A smashed, unrecognizable lump of nothing. The apothecary smiled and broke into a jolly dance. See that? He cried as he danced his jig. It's perfect now. She just looks like you. I look like that. Oh God. Oh God, I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die. Drowning in despair, Kaina laid her head back in the mud and smoke of a ruined house, and waited for the end to come. But just before she let everything go, an unfamiliar voice began whispering in her ear. Ain't you got a wish, sunshine? The voice was vulgar and fierce at the same time, as if insanity had somehow found a way to take its form. Kaina wanted to scream as the voice crawled under her skin, but her lungs refused to work. You know, a wish, like a prayer or something. Why don't you get on your knees and start praying to heaven? Please, invisible man in the sky, save me, save me. Kaina finally resorted to shouting at the voice in her mind. I don't make wishes, they don't come true for me. I'm a curse, a freak. I should be left to die. The other voice boomed in her ears. Oh God, you're the best. Kaina glanced down and saw black, shiny substance oozing from her legs. She tried to brush it away, but her remaining arm would no longer respond. The substance slowly crept around her feet and began moving up toward the rest of her body. This is death. This is what it's like. Where's my mind just losing itself? She could feel the slime oozing upward, feel the hot staring pain left in its wake. Whatever else might be happening, she was still alive and this was real. Come on, said the voice. Let it go. Kinda tried to ignore the voice and concentrate on the pain, but the newcomer would have none of it. Don't ignore me, sunshine. You're ready to give up. You're ready to die. So why not let me have it? Have what? Your body. Come on, give it to me. Give it to me. I want to stand on the ground, feel the rain, taste the wind. The voice paused as if licking its lips. When it resumed, it was filled with mad, unabated joy. And I want to take your hands and use them to choke the goddamn life out of people. I want to tear out their throats and bathe in the blood just like before. In response, Kaina shifted her head and vomited. The warmth of it crept down her front and mingled with the pain of the encroaching black ooze. Are you a shade? Yeah, maybe. What of it? The slime reached her face, crept up past her nose, and slowly oozed into the socket of her missing eye. The moment it touched her brain, Kaina was struck by the most powerful sensation she'd ever felt in her life. It was ecstasy. She wanted to scream with delight, but all she could manage was a small whispered moan. Feels good, don't it? Asked the voice with a chuckle. Yeah, what can I say? I know how to please the ladies. Now give me that body. Come on, give me the body and I'll give you more of this feeling. It's a fair trade. A black lump began to protrude from Kaina's side. As she watched, it grew longer and thicker, eventually taking the form of her missing arm. I can see better, she thought. My eye must be growing back, too. The slime reached up to envelop the rest of her face, but she managed to brush it away. Stop, she whispered, marveling at how she'd regained her voice. Stop. The black ooze hesitated, as if considering the request, then quickly shimmered down her body before disappearing in a cloud of smoke. Now, what the hell, sunshine? Screamed the voice. We had a deal. I thought you wanted to die. Grandma said I can't die yet. A brief image of her grandmother, bloodied and broken, flashed before her eyes. She saw the shade that killed her and heard its mocking laughter, and closed her eyes and forced the image from her mind. Her whole body was quaking with rage. When she opened her eyes again, they burned bright red. That thing took my grandmother. I have to kill it before I die. Kaina glanced down and saw a mysterious pattern. The pattern of the shades burned itself into her left arm. I'll be damned, said the voice cheerfully. Look at that, sunshine. Think you and me are gonna be good friends now. Kaina stared intently at her arm. The more emotional she felt, the more the letters seemed ready to puncture her skin and begin infecting the rest of her body. The arm clearly had a will of its own now. Stop. Gotta stop. Holding her left arm in her right, Kaina took a deep breath and tried to calm herself. Come on, don't fight it, pleaded the voice. Heat's my favorite dish and I'm hungry. Let it go. Feel the anger. Burn with the fire of revenge. Thirst for blood, then go out there and shut up. Shut up and get the hell out of my body. Your body. Well, that's rich, sunshine, real rich. Look, why don't you just up and die so I can have this body all to myself? What do you say? For those buddies of yours in the area would love to see you dead. Kaina grabbed a nearby shard of glass and tried to saw off the shade-infected portion of her side. Before she could, her darkened left arm grabbed the right wrist, crushing it. Kaina screamed and dropped the shard. The sound of the bone crunching on bone filled the air. Stupid idiot girl. You're possessed now, sunshine. And there ain't no going back. The voice laughed again. A loud, long wail that seemed to go on without end. Possessed?
whispered Kaina. Yeah, possessed. You and me, we got what you might call a timeshare arrangement. Remember how folks used to think you were a freak? Well, wait till they get a load of you now. Kaina looked up, tears in her eyes. The sky seemed smaller somehow, darker. Is this because of the shade? Is this how they see the world? So, listen, purred the voice. I know this possession thing seems a bit sudden, but it ain't all bad. There's plenty in it for you, too. I'm a very powerful creature, Sunshine. And now that power belongs to you. You got enemies, people you want to kill. I can make it happen. That little fat kid who kept picking on you. That big old shade that squashed your granny. We'll wrap them up in their own assholes. No more abuse for you, Sunshine. No more pain.
Wait, Kaina said. You're Shade. Why would you help me kill another Shade?
What, you think I'm some kind of racist, some killing snob? I don't give a good goddamn who you murder, honey pants. I just want to drink from the well.
Kaina considered this as she struggled to her feet, the power of the Shade coursing through her. The smoke from her house was drifting away with the wind, and she enjoyed the way the cool evening breeze felt on her new left arm. After a long pause, the voice spoke up again.
So, how about it? You and me? We could have some good times together. Look, I'll even take care of the bloody part if you don't want.
Fuck off, asshole, muttered Kaina.
I'll handle the killing. Screamed the voice. Look at you go, Sunshine. We're gonna have so much fun. So listen, my name's Turan. If you ever need me, I'll just be hanging out in this piece of meat you call a heart. Now get to it. The more you kill, the more your heart turns rotten and sour. And I like rotten and sour.
Kaina found herself nodding at the voice.
Yeah, she said.
Yeah, I think this can work. I'm gonna find that Shade. I'm gonna strangle it with its own guts. And when I'm done, I'm gonna do the same to you, Tyran. Count on it.
Ha! Laughed Tyran. Have shit bigger than you. So good luck with that. Oh, and hey, one more thing. Right now, you and me are sharing this body, but if you ever run out of hate, if you ever, go soft, then I'm gonna take over everything. So keep on killing, Sunshine, and watch your back.
The voice grew fainter and gradually faded away, fading to somewhere deep inside Kaina herself. Kaina waited until she was sure the voice was gone, then waved her new left arm around a few times. It feels perfectly normal, she thought. It feels like mine. Desperately, she began poking and prodding at the new limb, determined to feel something wrong with it. She didn't want it to feel normal. That would mean the creature inside of her had already won. I'm not a Shade. I'm Kaina. Repeating this mantra in her mind, she slowly began digging through the rubble of her house, being careful to ignore a certain red-stained spot in the corner. Finally, after what seemed like an eternity of heartbreaking work, she found what she was looking for. It was the wreath of Lunar tears. Though it had been through hell and back, the garland's petals were bright as air. Kaina started to place it in her hair, and slowly lowered the wreath and stared at it. I'm sorry, Grandma. I'm so sorry. But I don't deserve to wear this anymore. I'm possessed, corrupted, a freak. And this time I don't think there's any going back.
holding the flowers to her heart. Kaina fell to the ground and sobbed. As night gradually lightened to dawn, the people rose to the daily lives. She remained in that position, as if tears could somehow wash away the horror that now infected her world.
Alive! Stay alive! Stay alive!
Grandma.
Kaine, you gotta live! You gotta come back to us!
Yeah, Lore.
Oh, hey. Emil, you were the one calling me, weren't you?
You still recognize me?
Of course. I knew you right away.
Thank you, Kaine.
Welcome back, Kaine.
Wow, you grew up. So, how long has it been?
5 years.
Shit. Any...
We are still no...
By the way,
Is that
it's not as good as your grandmother's, but I tried.
a... No, it's great. Thank you.
Kaine waking from her long petrified sleep. Emil's unflagging kindness. Our reunion was a happy one, and we let it wash over us like rain. That is, until Devila and Popola had to go and ruin it all.
Please, people.
This is...
We
No, you and...
people as right.
But...
We'll stop.
What is the matter?
Kaine always sleeps outside, never even occurred. Damn it.
We should turn in.
I didn't get much sleep that night. For the first time in my life, I hated Devila. For the first time in my life, I doubted Popola. But those feelings are pointless in the end. They said and did what they did for the sake of the village.
They didn't go.
To protect it from the horror of the Shades. Really, how can I blame Devila and Popola? In the end, I'm just as bad. Because I never once stopped to think about Kaine and Emil's situation myself. I should have, but...
I got a fire going, Kaine.
Wait.
Good.
I'm so happy to get to talk to you again, Kaine.
Yeah, me too.
I tried everything I could think of to save you, you know. I polished you with a special cloth. I poured warm water over you.
Wait, you poured water on me?
Yeah, but it didn't really do much except make you all shiny.
Hey, Emil. Thanks for saving me.
I guess you noticed how I look different now.
I'm sorry, Emil. I'm sorry for all of it.
Well, I mean, this new form isn't all bad, you know? At least I can look at you when we talk, right? Hey, so why don't you tell me something about yourself?
I'm not very interesting. Sorry.
Come on. I just want to know you better. Please?
Fine. This all happened when I was a kid. Before the whole shade possession thing. My body is different. And when the villagers found out about it, they started treating me like a freak. But one person, my grandmother, accepted me just as I was, no matter how bad things got. She gave me the strength to keep going.
She's really special to you, huh?
Yeah.
Oh, hey! Since we cured your petrification, we should start looking for a way to cure your possession in my body. I know we can do it if we all work together. Heck, it'll probably be super easy.
Let me guess. More warm water?
Okay. Can we just forget I told you about that?
Check my backs.
Sleep well?
Sure.
And yet you're red-eyed. Don't be so hot.
I need to go see Devila and Popola.
Very well. What might that...
It's Mom's diary.
I have not heard you speak much about your mother.
She got the Black Scrawl and died when I was little.
My apologies for bringing it up.
It's all right. I can barely remember her face anymore. This is the only thing I have left of her. Reading it helps remind me of when we were still a family.
I see.
But the final entries get a little strange.
In what way?
Well, here, take a look.
Say there, can you not hear me? Why are you standing about like a slack-jawed ninny?
Sorry. Felt like I was dreaming or something.
Sleeping on one's feet is quite the talent indeed. Come now, there's the door.
Right. Let's go.
Wait, what? No. Wait, please don't tell me I have to do all of that over now.
Whenever I interacted with Kaine.
Oh, god damn it. No. Alright, Zerp. Remind me we have to redo all of that. Because I have a meeting tomorrow morning, and is there a skip? I don't know. We're gonna have to ask Chaos. Maybe shoot him a DM. It sucks that it goes that long without letting you save. I thought when it said save game we might be okay, but no. Alright, turns out we still need to beat this game again. In the meantime, though, do not drink any questionable substances, make smart decisions, do not die. Dying is absolutely forbidden, and I will see all of you wonderful people at a later time. I meant to end stream an hour ago. Take care, guys. I'm sorry.